Thank you all very much. I particularly, first of all, want to thank Mrs. Clardy for joining us here today. I think that her strength is an example to all elected officials and a reminder of one of our greatest responsibilities to supporting those who make it their job to protect us. So I really sincerely want to thank her. And thank you to the clergy. Your words lift us up and help us to reflect on why we're all here. Thank you very much. I am so pleased and honored to have people who are not only with me on each and every day I may be here as serving as speaker, but each and every day back at home as well, who've been constant supporters of mine in good times and in bad times and everything else in between. I'm so pleased and honored to have them here. My partner, Vicki, who's here. My son, Robbie, who's here. He's now Rob, I'm sorry. He became a professor at Bentley, so I'm not supposed to call him Robbie anymore. It's just Rob. I'm also pleased to obviously to have my sister Carol and my brother-in-law Anthony here. My daughter, being a nurse, could not be here today. And also, I just want to recognize, although she isn't here today, she has become one of the biggest loves of my life, my one-year-old granddaughter, Autumn. And as those of you who know me know that I am not very adept in terms of anything technological, so to speak, especially iPhones and whatnot. I still happen to have 44 pictures of Autumn, should any of you wish to see any of them. I also want to mention, before I mention some of the dignitaries here, how fortunate that I have been in all the years almost all the years that I've been here, to have the same group of people who've worked with me throughout those years. And I can't thank them enough. People often talk about the staff that works for you. I like to refer to them as the staff that works with me. I think that it really makes, whether it was here as speaker or Ways and Means or wherever it may be, I sincerely want to thank all the members of the speaker's staff for being here today and for their work day in and day out to do a great job. Thank you all very much. And also to the dignitaries for taking the time to be here. Not only that, to stick around. I greatly appreciate the time that you did this. To Mayor Walsh, who was a great state representative, has now gone on to be a great mayor. Mayor Walsh, thank you. I'm also pleased to have here some of my local elected officials here. The newly elected mayor from the great city of Revere, Mayor Brian Arrigo, is here. Winthrop Town Council President Bob Driscoll is here. And it's always an honor to have two former speakers of the House here as well, Speakers Flaherty and Speaker Flannery. Thank you so much for taking the time. And of course, a gentleman introduced earlier came from somewhat of an educational background, did pretty good at Harvard, I guess, for a couple of years. But since he's taken over Chief Justice, I can tell you of the Supreme Judicial Court, the court has done just amazingly well, and it keeps our system going at a high peak. It's my pleasure to welcome Chief Justice Gantz also. And also, I'd be remiss if I didn't, as was mentioned earlier, since Monty Meehan has taken over the University of Massachusetts system, we have our school, our university system here in Massachusetts, which is not only ranked as one of the top nationally, but is also ranked as one of the top internationally as well. So, President Monty Meehan. I can't tell you how incredibly humbled I am to be with you as the Speaker of the Massachusetts House. It's as great an honor today as it was on the very first time that I was elected Speaker. As we begin our new session, I want to offer my profound thanks for the work that each and every one of you do. Over the years, I've been so grateful to see veteran members become mentors to new representatives. And I, too, continue to learn much from each of you. Thank you. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your friendship. And thank you for your support. I've also been proud to see the House of Representatives grow in their roles, bringing fresh perspectives to our work and bettering the lives of all of our constituents. And to the newly elected representatives here today, congratulations and welcome. Today is your day. It is a day that you will never forget. So if all the newly elected officials could please stand up, I'd appreciate it. In an increasingly divisive political arena, I want to commend you on behalf of the entire House for all of your enthusiasm to serve. Following the presidential election, and we all remember that, I think, I stood on the State House steps with many of you. Today, I would like to reiterate what I said that day and to renew that commitment. As patriots and as public servants, we will stand as members of the House in solidarity. We will continue to work to support and protect each and every Massachusetts citizen. I believe that the Commonwealth is the greatest state in the nation for many reasons. This year we're going to be, as you all know, tackling some very challenging issues. Importantly, we will focus on leveraging our strengths into newfound success. Today, though, we celebrate the bright future of our newly elected representatives and collectively reaffirm ourselves to all of the ideals that we hold dear. It will be a privilege to do so with you. It is an honor to be the Speaker of the House, and I will bring the feeling I have today to my work each and every day. You know, I never make it a habit to state anything in caucus later on in public. But I would like to mention one thing which I had mentioned to the Democratic members today at our Democratic caucus. And that is the fact that whenever I have the great honor of attending speakers' conferences throughout the country and to sit with speakers from each and every state, invariably, they all look to me in terms of what we're doing here in Massachusetts. After some of them, mostly Republicans in particular, give me a little razz about liberal Massachusetts, and we're able to talk and get down to business. They talk to me about how we were able to do things in Massachusetts that people in or other states can't get done, and not being able to get done in Washington as well. Whether it's making sure that everyone in our Commonwealth has health care and has health care insurance. Whether it's making sure that we do the best job that we can to prevent gun violence here in Massachusetts. Or that we provide marriage equality to everyone here in Massachusetts. Or that how are we looked upon in the country when we're consistently rated as the #1 when it comes to education, and #1 when it comes to all of the services that we provide for the veterans of our great state. And finally, when other states may be fumbling in terms of getting their budget done, getting it on time, making sure that it is balanced, we haven't had that problem in Massachusetts because we've worked cooperatively. We've worked together, and we made sure that we get our budget done on time and that it's balanced. So although I first of all want to thank you for allowing me and for choosing me to be your speaker, I think I also owe you a great deal of gratitude as well. All of these accomplishments that I just spoke about weren't about me. I just happen to have the title of Speaker of the House. But it was about each and every one of you. And I thank you for allowing me to be the leader and the speaker of what I consider to be the greatest political body in this country. Thank you and God bless.